There you go. That is Sown with The Feeling. This is Adam and Joe on XFM here on a Saturday afternoon. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm all right. Hello, listeners. I've actually got a temperature and a cold.
Have you actually got a temperature?
Yeah. I've had a fever.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been dealing with it?
Well, watching the Commonwealth Games has been my only solace in my nights of red-hot insomnia.
What sort of action are you getting on the Commonwealth Games at the moment?
Bums. Bums and pecs.
Bums and pecs?
Bums, pecs and boobs.
Where from?
All in tight lycra.
Are they doing, is it gymnastics and that kind of situation?
Yeah, all kinds of things. The other day there was a bike race, but for some reason they were doing it in their swimming costumes. And it was just this shot of 5 scantily clad ladies' bums.
So it's just
on bikes. Maybe it's just me, I don't know.
You're just watching ladies' bike races.
Yeah, those male swimmers, they've all got the same body. They're like an action figure with a changeable head.
So you're having a kind of crazy polysexual,
There's nothing sexual about it.
Why?
It's just admiring the human physique in all its different shapes.
Okay, good.
Is it? I'm sure anybody out there who's been watching the Commonwealth Games, you just end up looking at their bits. It's not really about sport. It should be called the Bits Games. No, it wouldn't be good.
That's what the Games is.
Oh, the Channel 4 celebrity sport thing.
Yeah, you're basically just looking at the celebrity.
No one's watching that, are they? Why would you watch Peter Duncan do a canoe race when you've got the professionals on the other side? Not the professionals, but, real sportsmen.
Yeah. We should say thanks to Alex.
Yeah, thanks
and the team.
The TV
Alex
pixie god.
And Mark and Ash for doing another great show. We never really give them the correct props, but they've got an incredible amount of energy that they infuse the studio
You're
with.
ill as well, aren't you, Adam?
I'm not as ill as you, but I've got a bit of a cold
we're both
going
ill.
on.
If you're ill, you're in the right place.
Yeah, because we're ill
this afternoon. Listen, we've got an amazing prize this week, listeners. We're giving away a helicopter flying lesson.
That's incredible.
Yeah? Isn't that incredible? For one lucky winner, thanks to 118 and their A-Team campaign. So, I've personally never been in a helicopter before.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
So that's amazing. A helicopter flying lesson.
That's frightening.
What use would that have? Just the one lesson? You can't presumably learn how to fly a helicopter in just one lesson.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Because you switch them on.
Yeah.
And then there's just an up stick and a down stick.
Well, what about forward? Forwards.
It's like a joystick you get in there.
You know what? I don't want to go in a helicopter.
Why not?
Because if a plane breaks down, it can glide to the ground. If a helicopter breaks,
it smashes into a cliffside and explodes into flames.
If you're lucky.
That's what usually happens with helicopters.
Really?
No, not on this occasion, obviously.
Obviously, no, this is the world's safest one. So, I wonder how we're going to give that prize away. We'll work it out later in the show, but that's a pretty amazing prize. Plus, we've got 5 copies of Gus Van Sant's Last Days DVDs, the film that is not based on Kurt Cobain. No.
No. Not based on Kurt Cobain. Ideal for anyone who needs a nap.
Have you seen it, Adam?
Yes.
I hear it's great. Well, you're a bit thick.
Absolutely brilliant.
You are thick.
No, I am a bit thick,
You are a bit thick. Come on, if you're more intelligent than Adam, you'll love that. And we've got 3 Masters of Horror DVDs. That's good. I bet they're a box set, aren't they? That's a series of 1-hour horror things that have been showing on Bravo, but they're all directed by famous directors. One of them's directed by Takashi Miike, who did Audition and stuff. And it's so horrible, they're not going to release it.
Really?
They're only going to release it on DVD. Do we have that one? Are we giving away that one? We'll have a look and get back to you on that one. Plus, of course, brilliant music from the Zootons coming up, Hard-Fi, Charlatans, The Killers, Oasis, the Arctic Monkeys. That's all just the first hour.
And a few nuggets that we'll throw in as well. Non-playlist nuggets for you listeners. So let's play some more music right now. This is the Zootons.
Why won't you give me your love? By the Zootons.
They don't like futons. They love crunchy croutons. What was the other one?
I can't remember. Two tons.
Their combined weight is 2 tons.
They are the Zootons.
They are the Zootons. With Why Don't You Give Me Your Love. Adam and Joe on XFM, we've had a couple of texts. Already we've got things to deal with. Mistakes we've made.
Apparently if a helicopter... If the engine breaks, there's still energy in the... What do they call them? Choppers?
The chopper wings.
In the chopper wings, there's still a bit of energy in the chopper wings. They still whiz round, and it can land. It just does a bit of a bumpy landing.
What's the official... He had the technical term for... the chopper wings energy that they still have.
Auto-rotate. A helicopter can auto-rotate.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's actually encouraged me. I now might go in a helichopper.
Helichopper. You won't immediately slam into the side of a mountain and explode into flames. So wow, that's a good prize. We've still got to figure out exactly what we're going to...
Yeah,
well, we've got crap commentary corner coming up.
We've got a crap commentary corner coming up.
Is it easy?
Well, you know, we had a brilliant crap commentary 2 weeks ago with Guy Ritchie's insane Kabbalah-based rantings on the DVD of Revolver.
Yes.
And, you know, crap commentary is peak and trough. This week it's a trough. A couple of weeks ago, peak. This week, trough.
Yeah.
I had real trouble finding one. I was ill. They're so boring anyway, DVD commentaries.
You do have to sift through a lot to get to the good stuff.
So I've put an extra twist on it this week.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, that's coming up in about 10 minutes' time anyway. And then, of course, we've got a text competition in the second hour, so we'll see how it goes with the crap commentary corner as far as giving away the chopper flights. Hey, have you been getting weird emails about your bank details?
Well, what? Those phishing ones with a PH? Phishing, it's called.
Is it?
Yeah,
like,
when you send a fake one from the Halifax or something and they say check... Yeah, that's famous.
Is it?
That's been going on for years, yes.
For years? It's only just started happening to me.
To you? Have you responded to any of them?
I was thinking about it. And then I wised up. I decided to take the precaution of ringing my bank and saying, "Excuse me, why are you sending me those emails? What does it mean?" And
what did they say?
They said, "You haven't responded to them, have you?" In quite a tired way. And I said, "No, not yet. Why? What is it?" And they said, "Well, they're fake, obviously." And,
man, you're funny, aren't you? Because you're a very clever guy. But you fall for stuff like that. Like, you fall for those scratch cards they give away in the Sunday magazines.
Well, since when?
Well, don't you remember, like, last year you came in and you thought you'd won a holiday to France?
Yeah, that's
because
right.
it had fell out of the news of the world. And you didn't realise it was a holiday in a Portaloo in a specific week, and you had to pay for the flights and cooking and accommodation.
That's quite true.
And there was no running water.
Because I'm hopeful. I want life
You're optimistic, okay.
I'm an optimist. I'm such a jerk.
You're not. It's just funny that you're an intelligent man, but yet...
I was so excited about increasing my penis size as well, and that turned out to be a complete scam.
Did it get smaller?
Yeah. Hey, Joe, we've got a free play right now, and this is something you've brought in. Would you like to introduce it?
Yeah, this is an exciting new band. This single comes out in a month or so, I think. They're called 28 Costumes, aren't they?
Correct.
Yeah, and this is a really good song. Check this out. This is called You Excite Me. Oh dear, it was all going so well and then they messed it up on the guitar at the end.
How embarrassing.
They fired that guy.
Why do you think they kept it in?
They should have cut that bit out. We're joking, of course. That's 28 Costumes. Hot new band.
Hot new band!
Remember that name?
They sounded a little bit like Interpol covering Suede.
Yeah, I think they're playing live in London in the next few days, and that single comes out in a month or so. 28 Costumes with You Excite Me. What now, Adam Buxton?
Well, I thought we'd play some adverts, Joe, because I'm a big fan.
I love adverts.
I love adverts.
I've got a lot of disposable income.
Yeah, same here.
And I just need some stuff.
I'm always keen to track down the best in whatever field.
And advice as well.
You know?
About drugs and that kind of thing.
That's right. Well, that's the kind of thing you can expect from this series of adverts. And after that, I think we should play Crap Commentary Corner.
Good plan.
So listeners, stay tuned.
XFM.
XFM. XFM. XFM. XFM.
This is XFM. Love music, love XFM.
That's the Charlatans with Black and Blue Eyes. This is Adam and Joe here on XFM. It's competition time right now.
It's time to call in. You could win something amazing. Let us begin. Can you guess which film we're playing by hearing what they're saying? Crap Commentary Corner.
Oh dear, you know, because I've been ill, I watched all Saturday morning telly this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen and Holly's Saturday Misery Fest.
What channel is that on?
ITV, that's dreadful. Dick and Dom, which is fantastic. And there's another one, CD UK or something. They've all got jingles like that.
Have they?
Non-stop, stupidly sung jingles.
Mad jingles.
Yeah, and we're adding to it.
Well, they ripped us off, man.
That's true, we did it first.
Yeah,
Didn't we?
Ministry of Mayhem, they get all their stuff from
Yeah.
us.
Anyway, that's another topic of conversation. It's time to play Crap Commentary Corner. And at stake, the prize, listeners, is this helicopter flying lesson. That's right. Learn how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah,
Who
or-
knows
or at
when
least-
that could come in useful?
At least begin to learn how to fly. a
yeah, if you
helicopter.
join the army, you'll be a step ahead of all the other grunts.
Mainly, it's a chance to just be up in a helicopter and
Yeah.
have your hand on the flying stick.
Oh.
You know? That's exciting. as
That's
far as I'm
exciting. So this is possibly the most exciting prize we've ever given away.
Yeah.
And it's thanks to 118 and their A-Team campaign, because the A-Team went around in a helicopter, didn't they?
Sometimes.
Apart from Mr. T.
Because he hated flying, you fool.
I don't like flying, you fool.
No flying, foolie.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's waste no more time. The number is 0871 222 1049. 0871 222 1049. If you can tell us who this is speaking, what actor or actress, and what movie this commentary is taken from. But there's a twist this week, isn't there, Adam?
Yeah, it's outrageous. I mean, it is. I would say it's virtually impossible.
It's virtually impossible. If you get this from this first clip, because we've adjusted the speed of the voice, it's too easy when listened to a normal speed. So we've adjusted the speed of this person's voice, and it makes them sound very, very unlike how they really sound.
And you've made it slower, we should say, obviously.
Yeah.
And it really has made them sound quite horrifically kind of creepy.
Like a very, very stoned tramp.
Yeah. So
Have a listen to this, yeah.
I read the script and then I met with Tony, and, well, of course, everybody loves Tony. It's like craziness, but, so I met him, and then, I totally, like, wanted to do it, like, totally.
Whoa. That sounds dreadful. And, I think it's not... people need to know, I think, that it's actually a much younger person than that sounds.
Right.
You know?
Okay, well, listen, 0871 222 1049, and have a guess. If no one is getting it, we'll play you the clip at normal speed. But it's a sort of... the slow one is too hard, and the fast one, and the normal one's too easy.
I don't think the normal one is too easy. You reckon?
Okay, well, let's see what comes through from that.
Okay, shall we just play it one more time? Have a
Yeah.
listen and listen to what she's talking about. Not that that's particularly helpful.
I read the script and then I met with Tony, and, well, of course, everybody loves Tony. It's like craziness, but, so I met him, and then, I totally, like, wanted to do it, like, totally.
Wow.
Everybody loves craziness.
So Tony is the person that she worked with. I think we can tell people that Tony
Yeah.
is the person that directed
Yeah.
the film she
Yeah.
was in. So think younger, think much younger, and
I think Tony.
think Tony.
0871 222 1049 to win that helicopter flying lesson.
Let's play some more music right now. Here are the Killers with Mr. Brightside. I never
did.
I never done it.
I did not do
I
that.
never.
I did not do
I
that.
never.
Not me.
I never. That was Mr.
yeah. Go on.
Brightside.
One of us has got to talk.
Sorry. We've become one tedious person. That's the Killers with Mr. Brightside. We have a couple of people on the line now who think that they might know the identity of the
Slowed down
crap commentary
actress that we
victim.
played before. Shall we hear the clip just once more before we go to the phones?
Let's hear the creepy clip.
I read the script and then I met with Tony, and, well, of course, everybody loves Tony. It's like craziness, but, so I met him, and then, I totally, like, wanted to do it, like, totally.
Oh, that's frightening, man. It just sounds like someone with a very badly bashed in jaw.
Yes. Say
Anyway.
Maxine. Hello, Maxine.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad, you?
Well, temperature, flu, you know, apart from that, very
sorry
well.
to hear that.
Yeah, thanks for your sympathy. So you reckon how come you reckon you know who that is?
It's a stab in the dark, to be honest.
Is
I
it?
think it's Reese Witherspoon.
Based on what, no evidence whatsoever?
None whatsoever. She's female.
Right.
You know what? I can understand where Maxine's coming from.
Can you, Adam?
Yeah, because of the overbite. Do you know what I mean? You know, Reese Witherspoon's got that kind of.
She's got a Jimber jaw.
She's got a prominent jaw.
And a Jimber jaw is different from an overbite, though. Jimber jaw is an underbite, isn't it? Like that, except with Bruce Forsyth.
Right, yeah.
Whereas an overbite is like that.
It's always on.
That's just a Chinaman. Of course I'm being stupid.
He's just being ironically
I'm
racist.
being 70s. But, yeah, so, sorry, where were we?
Is that what it's called? A Jimber jaw?
Yeah, isn't it a Jimber jaw when a jaw sticks
I've
out?
heard of that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So, and you think that Reese Witherspoon's Jimber jaw might make her sound a bit sort of,
She's the highest paid
strange.
woman in Hollywood,
She is.
but it's not the correct answer to our competition, I'm afraid,
Maxine.
Maxine.
No.
Sorry about that.
Hey, do you want a prize anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go in a helicopter, Maxine. I'm sorry about that,
No.
but you can. What can
about
she do, Joe?
What you could have a Masters of Horror DVD.
Are
Do you
you
like horror?
Are you brainy, Maxine? Are you a brainy person?
Yeah, I'm extremely intellectual.
Are you a bit arty as well?
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
you'd like a copy of Gus Van Sant's Last Days video, because it is, I was only joking before, it's certainly ponderous, I'll say that much for it, but it is kind of, there's lots of brilliant things about it, and it is, whatever he says, kind of based on the last days of Kurt Cobain. So it's well worth seeing if you'd like that.
Do you want that,
Yeah.
Maxine?
That would be lovely, thank you.
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Thank
We'll
you very
send that
much
to you.
for calling,
Good
Maxine.
guess.
Yeah, very good guess.
But it's not Witherspoon. We got a second caller, Rael, on the line. Hello, Rael.
Hello there.
Is
Am I
it
saying your name right?
Rael or
Rail,
Rail?
like a train track.
Oh,
Rael.
Rael, right, not like one of the demons in Ghostbusters.
Are you British,
No.
Rail?
I am, that's right, yeah, English, yeah.
British Rail. Did lots of people
Rail,
call you
good
British
joke,
Rail?
yeah, I've never heard that before,
Have
actually.
you not? I'm
No,
the
never,
king.
it's amazing. People always say that all the time, but that never happens, it's weird.
Thanks,
Rael,
man.
what do you do for a living? Or you're a student, or...?
I'm actually unemployed right now.
No,
Fine.
that's wrong. What are your
Because I resigned
skills?
from my job a few days ago.
Let's get you a job. What are your skills?
You could be a train driver.
I tell you what your skill might
That'd be
be.
apt, wouldn't it, yeah.
Your
What?
skill is recognising slowed down voices.
That is my skill, it must be said.
Is there a place in society for someone with that skill?
Who knows?
Who knows?
What
So
was
yeah.
your mental process with the competition, Rail?
Well, my mental process was I had heard the commentary in question and therefore recognised it instantly.
No,
It shouldn't be a
you're
process so much
joking.
as just remembering it.
Man, you are unemployed, aren't
You're
you?
a nerd. Had you
must be
seriously heard it?
unemployed.
Yeah, I have. Well, it's because, to be honest, I heard it in my job when I was doing some work on the film, so I heard it, you know.
You worked on this film.
Only in a very simple
Right,
manner. I
this
was
is good, man.
involved in syncing up the commentary.
So who is it?
Right. It's Dakota Fanning,
But
and
she's
she's
nine.
doing a commentary on Man on Fire, talking about Tony Scott, the director of the film.
Brilliant.
Ah, brilliant. So, shall we hear the... can we be bothered to hear the clip
Yeah,
slow again?
let's hear the slowed down version just one more time to remind people of how creepy it is and the brilliance of Rael's deductive reasoning and memory powers.
I read the script and then I met with Tony, and, well, of course, everybody loves Tony. He's like craziness, but,
Oh, that's so frightening.
It is like craziness. Can we hear it at normal speed now?
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, at normal speed.
I read the script and then I met with Tony, and, well, of course, everybody loves Tony. He's like craziness, but, sorry, I met him, and then, I totally, wanted to do it, totally.
Now that one sounds like the freaky version, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
Munchkin version. But that's real. That's the way that Dakota speaks. Being very young.
Like, totally.
Like, totally.
So, Rael, what sort of work did you do on Man on Fire?
It was very simple, basically just a transfer job, taking the sound from one source and putting it onto another source, so that for the DVD that's
You
being
mean
made.
you burnt off a CD of the soundtrack for one of your mates?
You press...
I stole it and then I listened to it on a daily basis just because I really enjoyed
Naughty.
hearing Dakota Fanning talking about the kind of clothes she was wearing in the film
Yes.
for 2 hours.
So
Very
you
exciting.
were responsible for making sure it all synced up?
Basically, that's it, yeah.
The disturbing thing about Dakota Fanning on that commentary track is she talks exactly like an adult. She doesn't just talk. She obviously spends too much time with adults. She doesn't.
No,
spend
you're
enough-
right. You're absolutely right.
And she laughs like an adult. She's got this laugh with like that. Seriously, obviously it's a bit higher pitched than that. But it's like yeah. Well, that's just a horse noise, isn't it, Rael?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. A bit more of a horse noise. I couldn't really do an impression.
So listen, Rael, congratulations. Thanks for calling in.
You're going in a helicopter.
You're going in a helicopter
Do you want that
machine.
prize, or will that frighten you?
That sounds, pretty exciting to me. I'd be up for helicopter action, yeah.
You
Cool.
definitely... But listen, man, this is a big prize. You can't just take the prize and then just not do it, okay? You have to
Do
do...
it, man.
I think you've got to call us and tell us what it was
on a daily
like.
basis, you know?
Yeah. You're going in a whirly bird.
Really bad.
That's what they call them.
I hadn't
Okay.
thought of it like that.
It's going to be amazing, Rail, and please, would you let us know how it went?
I will,
And
absolutely.
I hope you have a fantastic time, and thank you very much for calling in.
Especially let us know how it goes if the engine fails.
Don't say anything like that at all.
Just be a heavy landing. Fine.
Hey, we'll be back soon.
XFM. This is XFM.
This is XFM.
XFM.
Think I do not know the road I'm taking.
Cold line's gonna tell me where the light is. Light is.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Love music. Love music. Love XFM.
That's nice.
That's a free play there. Shouldn't really have played it out of the break, Joe. That's not on.
Isn't it?
No, it's
Get out.
It's not allowed, so I might be fired for that. Sorry, XFM bosses. But it is a lovely song. It's Captain Beefheart. My head is my only house unless it rains.
Xanthi there pointing out that we were talking about Jimbo Jaws earlier, that Will Young has the most prominent Jimbo Jaw in
does, yeah.
pop. Yeah.
The Jimbo jaw, it must be a sign of power or something.
Do you think?
Confidence, yeah. If you can put your best jaw forward, it means that people are going to believe in what you have to peddle. Because he's a very successful man. And, I just can't get over the fact that Witherspoon is the highest paid woman in Hollywood.
It's anybody's game.
It's extraordinary. What has she done to deserve that? Walk the Line is her most celebrated role, correct? Otherwise, it's Legally Blonde 1 and 2 and...
Well, she's in Election, right?
Election.
That's really good. She was really
very
good. And Freeway. Isn't she in Freeway? That's really good as well.
I mean, I know she's a talented actress,
Yeah.
obviously, but she's one of those people a bit like... this is a controversial point of view, but a bit like Johnny Depp, who's basically been in a lot of films that I really couldn't be bothered to watch from start to finish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move from one controversial topic to another. Well, it's not really controversial, it's sort of tragic. The drug trials, obviously we don't want to poke fun at anyone involved or
No,
any
this is a
victims.
deeply serious and horrible story, but we would like to talk a bit about the way the press have covered it.
Yeah, it was
Right.
just very weird. It struck
So what
me...
we're going to say now is actually nothing to do with the appalling predicament of the people themselves, but
No,
we're
exactly.
specifically addressing the papers and the sensationalist tone with which they covered it, as if it was some sort of Marvel superhero origin story.
They basically the story was so horrific that the media just got in a complete excitement about it. Just thought, wow, this is like Jacob's Ladder or something. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's most like Jacob's Ladder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you think? No, I'm
Yeah.
saying in theme and fear factor.
So what? The idea being that they were trying to turn it into like something out of a movie.
Yeah, they were playing on people's fears and exploiting the fact that
And mental
people-
images that people already have in their heads, like Elephant Man references and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
When nobody actually knows what the truth is of what went on in there.
No, and of course there's no photographs to corroborate any of that kind of scurril. But they had these interviewees, like the one of the poor blokes, his girlfriend was talking about going in and seeing him, and she was very tearful. And she was the one that was using these phrases like he was like the Elephant Man, he was so puffy she couldn't bear to look at him, and she was like whispering in his ear for saying, come on, get your cells to regenerate, and all these sort of lines that more or less could have been lifted out of a film. They must have been just rubbing their hands with glee. I saw BBC News 24 running the interview with his girlfriend quite a lot, and they ran it really long as well, because they were just sort of thinking, wow, people are going to be freaking out over the ideas and the mental images that this horrific stuff is conjuring. And they really milked it. Did you say that some paper had reported someone as saying that one of their heads exploded?
Yeah, the headline in The Sun was, I saw man's head explode.
That's insane.
Then I turned inside and there was no reference to a head exploding.
No, of course
It
not.
was just swelling fast.
Yeah.
That's not exploding, is it?
Misery.
I was thinking scanners,
yeah, exactly.
you know?
That's grim.
Anyway, I think there's been some sensationalist reporting there.
It's outrageous. And anyway, the latest news I checked this morning was that there are now just 2 men who are remaining critically ill. So I do hope that they improve very quickly. But what's going to happen to drug trials themselves now? Because presumably they will have to continue testing drugs on humans at some, at some level. But who's going to volunteer for them? And I guess they're just going to have to make it really worth your while, like pay you a load of money. Would you ever go up for one now?
No.
Would you definitely not? Not even
No.
if they offered you like 20,000 quid?
No.
And
No.
said, no.
No. I'd never do that.
But you never would in the first place, would
Robert
you?
Rodriguez did it, didn't he? The guy that directed El Mariachi and Spy Kids and Sin City.
Yeah.
He famously started his movie career by being a human guinea pig.
Right.
That's how he raised the money for his first low-budget film.
Yeah, well, I've
Could have
met
been
lots
him.
of people. There's always students and people who are doing drug trials and stuff like that. Not those kind of drug trials, but medical ones. And I always marvelled, I must say, at the mentality of someone who would do that, because you just think that is freaky. But the thing is, they are mainly assured that the worst symptoms they will experience are things like headaches and a bit of nausea. Apart from that, they're okay generally. Anyway, hope they all improve, and get better, that kind of thing. But, oh dear, misery. Okie doke, let's play some more music now. And this is the Arctic Monkeys, When the Sun Goes Down.
I said, who's that girl there? I wonder what went wrong so that she had to...
They're like a sensation.
That's a band called the Funky Monkeys. They're very big.
Very big.
If you're young.
And did you know
What?
that they never had any publicity?
Oh.
It spread through the internet.
On the internet.
Did you know
No.
that it spread through the
They're
internet?
very spotty.
They're very spotty.
I think they're
marvellous.
Yes.
Yes.
So listen, we've had a number of calls and texts telling us a fact that we didn't previously know, that apparently since the horrific events in that drug testing centre, applications for drug trials have rocketed up. Thousands of people are now applying because the newspapers have told them that you get paid $2,000.
Yeah, and they're thinking $2,000, good deal.
Yeah,
I'll have some of that. But
Isn't that
$2,000
weird?
is not enough.
It's
Surely.
very strange.
Anyway, I guess it's good that they're getting to test their drugs.
Yeah, thanks to Chris who texted that in. And who was that on the phone? Somebody called us. Les, thanks, Les. Yeah, that's fascinating. What strange people are. People are strange.
That's a brilliant point, John.
Have you ever thought that?
People are strange.
I was just thinking, people are weird. The world's a weird place.
I'll tell you what, Joe. There's nought stranger than folk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's not the correct phrase, is
I'm
it?
so ill.
But, right then. We'll be back shortly and launching our text competition for the second hour. We've still got lots of amazing prizes to give away and great music to play, and there's still so much to live for here on XFM.
XFM.
Love music.
Love music. Love XFM. This is XFM.
What are you going on about, Joe?
What? I'm just reading a mag.
What are you talking about? The bathroom? That sounded interesting. That was Coldplay, by the way.
Yeah,
with the hardest
it's
part.
not interesting, trust me.
It sounded amazing. What are you reading?
Telegraph magazine. Can I say hello to the builders that are doing my kitchen?
No, you can't.
Lee and Will and Danny.
Got
And
Lee
the
round.
electrician bloke. Yeah, you know Lee Adam.
Yeah.
They're doing such good work. They found some asbestos this morning, and yesterday they found an old rat's nest and a skeleton.
I bet they planted it.
They're fearless.
They planted that asbestos.
They don't care, they
That's
just carry on.
Typical Lee. That's classic Lee.
Do you think? Plant
Yeah.
the asbestos.
Plant the asbestos.
Stick another grand on.
Oh, bad news, I'm afraid, Joe. Found a bit of asbestos in there. Oh, dear. No, there's a skeleton down there. Oh, dear, rats.
You're so cynical. He'll never work for you again.
He's brilliant, Lee. He's a genius. He's a genius.
Anyway, it's time for a text competition, listeners. The text number is 83XFM, 83XFM, and the winner of this text competition will get a pair of tickets to see the Dead 60s, or a Gus Van Sant DVD of Last Days, or a Masters of Horror DVD.
Wow.
So what's the competition, Ad?
Well, this is a competition that I imagine might have been done before in the world, but I was struck by a humorously named shop in a small village that I visited the other day, in Norfolk, and it's a shop that specialises in dyeing all kinds of fabric. Okay, so it's called We Dye to Please.
Nice.
Well, not really. I was thinking,
nice.
if you're going to have a shop that specialises in dyeing, and you've got all those puns available to you, why would you settle for We Dye to Please? Pretty much anything would be better than that.
No, but you don't want to make people think they're going to die.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking,
Oh, well, you do.
I was thinking it'd be better if it was called We're All Gonna Die. Come on,
No one would
good.
shop there.
Would they not? What about Live and Let Die?
That's better.
That's better than...
That's good.
That's better than We Die to Please, surely. How about this? Died and Gone to Heaven.
That's good.
Yeah? Or what about this? You got to die sometime.
Yeah.
That's not quite so good, is it? Because that, again, makes you think of mortality. But anyway, so basically, I'm curious to hear either... Maybe not real shop puns that people have seen. Although if they're very good, I would be curious to hear them. But I want people to make up some good shop puns, because it's an enjoyable pastime, making up shop puns.
Right, we've had one already. Cheeses of Nazareth. That's an old one, isn't it?
That is old. Maybe this is an insane competition, isn't it? But here's a few real shop puns that actually exist. I was looking for these on the internet, and I found out that there is a whole book dedicated to these, which is called Shop Horror, which I believe that Richard and Judy talked about on their show. So here's a bit more publicity
Only the
for
best
Shop Horror.
for us.
Yeah. Come on, Richard and Judy's excellent.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. It's one of the best shows on TV.
Okay.
For hairdressers, okay, these are real ones. Curl Up and Die, obviously.
That's famous.
That's a famous one. The Lunatic Fringe, quite good. Kleptomania.
That's just mad.
What are you could be more enthusiastic about these. Like,
just being honest.
Just cheer for some of these.
Okay.
How about this? A flower shop. Austin, wait, you haven't even heard it yet. Austin Flowers.
Like Austin Powers.
Yes. How about this? Pizza delivery place called Pizza the Action.
Oh, I love that
it's like
phrase, generally.
of
No, but
the
that's a phrase people use in newspapers all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Grab a piece of the pizza the action.
How about this? Chinese place called Walk This Way.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
For this one, Thai food, bow tie.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah.
And it's bow is spelled B-E-A-U. Quite good. And I was thinking, for a restaurant that didn't serve Thai food, how about Tie the Knot? Because it doesn't serve Thai food.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another real one. Curtain shop. It's curtains for you.
Oh, brilliant.
That's good, isn't it?
Again, the customer's dead.
Yeah.
You just like to execute your customers.
No, they're not gonna... You're not gonna think about that. I'm not gonna go in there because they're threatening to kill me. I just want some curtains. Shoe repair place. Cobblers to you.
Cobblers to you. That's good.
Do you think
it's aggressive?
Yeah, it's a bit aggressive,
Yeah.
but you know...
You're very aggressive high street.
Exactly. Tanning salon. Cosmopolitan. That's dreadful, isn't it? That is rubbish. On no
Did you think
level
of that?
is that good. No, that's a real one. That's a real one.
Are these all real?
So far, those were all real, except for Tie the Knot, for a restaurant that doesn't serve Thai food. So I want people to come up with some names. For example, I thought maybe I could limit the competition to give it some parameters.
Right.
Come up with names for, you've got a choice of 3. A key cutters. Yeah?
All right.
A chiropractors.
You got a pen, Sandy? Give me a pen, please.
Or a laundrette.
Say once more. Key cutters.
Key cutters.
Yeah.
Chiropractors.
C-H...
Chiropractor is like a back doctor.
How do you spell that?
C-H-I-R-O, practor. Or a laundrette. Okay? Key cutter, chiropractor,
Okay, I'm going to have a
laundrette.
think during the next record.
I want some punny names for those. And, see, this is real radio, Joe Cornish, yeah?
Is it?
Puns. Puns, that's what radio's all about.
It's Adam and Joe on XFM. Is it music now?
It's music time! Editors with Munich. This is Adam and Joe here on a Saturday afternoon. It's a glorious Saturday afternoon.
It is, isn't it? Look at that.
Glorious. If only it would stay. It's getting a bit ludicrous, the coldness, don't you think, Joe Cornish?
Yeah.
And it certainly has got... Because cold doesn't actually give you a cold, does it?
No, but the extreme temperature changes do.
Yeah. And it just makes you more susceptible. How are you feeling anyway, Joe Cornish?
I'm okay. I've taken Anadin full-strength caps. Yeah? And I feel all right. I feel like more powerful than usual.
Are you a ibuprofen man or a paracetamol man?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Would you go for what are they called? What are the really strong painkillers called? Well, there's paracetamol
Crack.
or... Well, come on, thickies. What's the other one? You can't all be as thick as
Ibuprofen,
I
you're
am.
right. Ibuprofen.
Is ibuprofen the
Ibuprofen.
opposite of...
Anyway, listen, we're getting
paracetamol?
these text ideas in, Adam Buxton.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, shall I give you a little quick sample of some of the level of ideas we're getting?
You sound a little angry with me there, as if I've launched a bad competition.
I don't know. You know, well, I think it's difficult for people to stay, within
Interested.
your parameters of key cutters, chiropractors, and laundrettes.
I thought it would be good to impose some parameters. Has that backfired?
Nazia in Manor Park has an idea for a chiropractor's called "We've Got Your Back." What? That's quite good.
Why is that?
Because it means, like, we've got your back, like we're looking after you, we're watching out for you, but at the same time, quite literally, you come on. You understand?
I've
this.
never heard the phrase, we've got your back.
Oh, come on, that's a very popular phrase.
Is that amongst cops or something?
Nah, just I've got your back.
Like you're
it just
covered.
means I'm looking out for you, yeah.
I've got your back. You can go into the drug den now. I'll shoot any drug
Yeah.
people that come out.
Spine thrillers, says Abby.
Spine thrillers?
What's that?
Spine
Just
tinglers,
reading
I
what
think.
people have sent.
Abby, can I suggest spine tinglers would be better
Spine
than...
tinglers.
Would be better than spine thrillers.
A key cutter's called copycuts. That's just quite a good. one.
Copycuts is quite good.
Yeah.
That is quite good, come on.
Yeah.
Or, spine thrillers.
Paul
You may
in
as well just
South
call
End.
it spine box.
Can't read that out.
Has he got a dirty one?
No, it's just bad.
Come on, read a bad one.
For a key cutters, a bit of new key. And then in brackets he's put the word nookie. Come on, Paul.
I thought he was
You've gotta
talking
work harder
about,
than
like,
that in South End.
about the place. New key.
An air conditioning shop called Don't Cool Us, We'll Cool You.
Yeah, well, that's good. That
pain-
probably
it's
just
quite
exists,
painful.
though, doesn't it?
Some of these are quite painful.
This is a rubbish competition. I apologise. I just... The whole...
Hey, this is quite good.
What?
No, it's not. It looked quite good at first.
What? Why did you
key
think...
cutters
Yeah.
would be called Little Shop of Lockers. What? That's supposed to sound like Little Shop of Horrors. Horrors doesn't sound like lockers.
You may as well call it Star Wars keys.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, hang on.
Or
don't
King
please.
Keys.
Burglar's King. Key cutters called Burglar's King.
What?
That's
like
quite good,
Burger
isn't it?
King?
Yeah.
What's the guy? Has it got nothing to do with keys?
I thought a good name for a key cutters would be I'll cut you. I'll cut you. That's a bit
you.
threatening, isn't it? Or Cutter's Way. Very good Jeff Bridges film. Well, you set the competition. We're all trying our best to make you happy.
I know. Listen, I'm going to try and come up with some
That are actually
decent
good.
ones. Yeah, we've had a couple of good ones in there already. There's some good ones being sent in.
Jeepers.
Cutter's Way.
Look, I've got an excuse. I've got a temperature.
Okay.
You're
then.
healthy.
Here's Jack Johnson. So we're going through a few more of our competition entries,
Are we
our
back
text
on?
entries. Yeah, we're back
I'm
on.
blowing my nose, though.
Go on, it's candid. You don't have to blow it right in the mic.
Oh, I didn't. I've got multicoloured tissues.
Have you?
It's brilliant. You never know what colour the next one will be. Do you remember that when that was exciting? When I was a child, multicoloured tissues were really
Are
exciting.
you genuinely excited by
Green,
multicoloured
purple,
tissues?
pink. What's it going to be?
They should have ones with different levels of, different textures. Some of them should be really rough, and some should be very smooth.
Why would that be good?
That's not a good idea, is it?
Yeah. So listen. This text competition.
This text
Which we
competition.
admit is a bit rubbish. You admit that, don't
I
you,
do
Adam?
admit that, yeah.
But yet, some of these entries are entering an area of rubbish that's quite special. Rubbishness. They've got quite a unique...
Special
Now, you've had
rubosity.
a couple of people have actually phoned, haven't they, Xanthi?
Yeah,
But you failed to tell us who and what they've said.
I can tell you now.
Well, yeah, but no one wants to hear you say it.
Come on, they do.
I'm being silly. of
Where's your
course.
mic,
I'm
Xanthi?
being silly, Xanthi. Say it. Go on.
Mike's here. Hello?
Can we hear you?
Hello?
There we go. Speak. Come on. Don't make
Okay,
it.
we've got Mickey with Alicia's keys.
That's what?
Well, now he's assuming that the person that owns this shop is called Alicia.
Yeah,
Alicia's
he
Keys.
said
I think
that
that's
on the
very
phone.
good. Well done, Mickey.
Yeah.
Next, please.
His other idea was Twist and Shout for
For
a
what?
laundrette.
For a laundrette. Why? Why?
Because it's the name of a song.
No, it can't be for a laundrette. It must be for a chiropractor.
Oh, sorry.
For a laundrette?
Xanthi, your debut.
Because it's the
Very
name
making
of a
a mess of
song,
it.
says Xanthi. Well,
What else? Come on, quickly.
It's a lockout.
It's a lockout for our key cutters.
Yeah, that's quite
was
good.
That's good because it works on a number of different levels.
Does it, Adam? What
Yeah.
levels then?
Well, there was a program
Called It's a Knockout.
There was a program called It's a Knockout.
It's a lock shop.
No, there's a thing that happens in a pub, which is a lock-in.
It's a lock, yeah.
But it's the reverse of that. And then there's something
So how
to do
would you?
with keys
How
and
would you?
cutting.
How would you build on that in the display of your shop? Would you have a picture of who was the guy that hosted It's a Knockout? Ed Hall,
Eddie Waring,
Eddie
or
Waring, or whatever. It wasn't
Stuart
Eddie
Hall.
Waring. Stuart Hall. That's right. Or you'd have a picture of him with keys instead of hands.
And when you went through the door, instead of like a bell that went off, you could have the sound of Stuart Hall going. And now he's There you go, like
no
that.
one's coming to your shops. I want you back. I want you back.
I want you.
If somebody's, they're still coming in.
What, has no one done lock?
Key cutters, fob you off. That's quite good.
Fob you off is good.
And several people have texted in Back to the Future.
Yeah,
for
the
a chiropractor.
What about lock, stock, and there's got to be some lock, stock pun for key cutters.
Lock, and two smoking locks.
Yeah, lock, stock, and two keys in a barrel.
Jeepers.
Oh dear. Shall we wrap this thing up?
Yeah. What, we got to choose a winner. I can't possibly choose a winner at such short notice.
All right, I'll tell you what.
It's going to take ages.
We'll do some ads and some music, and then we'll come back with a
How
winner.
do you choose between 100 really awful ideas? I'm not saying that we haven't had any better ones.
We've had a lot of experience.
A laundrette called Spinsters. That's a new one.
That's good. Maybe that could be the winner. We'll come back with the big announcement after this.
XFM. Love music. Love XFM.
2, 3, 4.
That's KT, the Tunstall, with Black Horse and the Cherry Tree. The second single to be taken from the Scottish singer-songwriter's debut album, Eye to the Telescope.
So listen, if you've entered our text competition and been listening to the text competition period of the show, well done. Thanks for sticking with us. And we're going to close it now. We've got a caller on the line. Oh, that's a strange noise.
Nice little bit of
mucus-based.
Mucus.
Sean in London. Hello, Sean.
Hello there.
What do you think of the text competition, Sean?
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, Sean,
That's
you're
right,
not
but-
supposed to
but-
fold that quickly.
But you're going to win it.
I know, but...
So you're calling yourself rubbish in a way?
No, I was just a little bit better than rubbish. I was nearly rubbish.
Well, it is a good one, your one. Tell us what your one is, and this is for a laundrette, right?
It was wash your back.
What?
It wasn't.
No, come
Sorry.
on, mate.
It was what's your problem?
Wash your problem.
What's your problem? That's good. Did you genuinely forget what it was called there, Sean?
Yes.
Or were you trying to slip in an extra
Have another
hybrid
go.
of the chiropodist and the laundrette? Wash your back.
Wash your problem
Combine
is
the
good,
two,
though.
couldn't you?
Wash your problem's genius. Did
It's
you
fun
make
to
that up,
say.
or have you seen it somewhere else?
I'm afraid I made that up, yeah.
You're a very clever man. Would you like a prize?
Oh, go on, what have you got?
One pair of tickets to see the Dead 60s at the Astoria tomorrow night, a Gus Van Sant DVD, or a Masters of Horror DVD?
Oh, a Masters of Horror DVD.
Masters of Horror. Yes, you may have that. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot for, basically lifting the quality of
Saving
that.
your competition.
Yeah.
So half an hour of competition as well. That's
Jeepers.
dreadful, isn't it? Are you the kind of person that usually switches off when people have competitions on the radio, Sean?
No, I furiously send in rubbish entries.
Do you? Good.
There was one other quite good one, which is You Spin My Whites Round, Baby Whites Round. That's quite good, isn't it?
That is quite good.
From Abby.
I thought of a couple for chiropractors. Back in the Action?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it? And how about this? This is dreadful. Batman turn her overdrive?
That's terrible.
The driver's got nothing to do with it at the end as well. Anyway, I'm really happy to be able to put that competition finally to
Thanks,
bed.
Sean. Don't tell anyone this happened.
No one
Okay,
knows.
let's keep it between... Because you're the only person listening. Let's keep it between the three of us.
Okay. Cheers then, Sean. Thanks
listen,
for the call.
Can I just run a text competition for next week by you?
Yeah, go on then.
I can't work out how to make this work, but I'm obsessed with what I call parasite shows. You know, if there's a hit show on TV, they'll have like a sister show.
Yeah, Big Brother's Big Mouth and...
Yeah, like, well, Big Brother's got two, hasn't it? It's got Big Brother's Little Brother, then Big Brother's, Big Mouth. Then there's Dancing on Ice, Defrosted.
Right.
Then there's The Apprentice, You're Fired. Then there was Space Cadets, The Satellite Show. And now there's The Games, Inside Track.
Yep.
So my idea for a text competition maybe next week was come up with your own rubbish titles for a spin-off show.
That's a good idea.
Is that a good idea?
So you're giving
But I
people a
couldn't
whole
think
week to think of
Well,
them?
no, the thing is I couldn't think of any funny ones.
Right.
I couldn't think of a single funny one.
Well, let's
And
have
I
a
thought
think.
maybe this competition is flawed.
It's got to be. There's got to be something in there, surely.
Well, that's next week, isn't it?
Let's have a think. Free play right now, as we approach the final section of the show. This is Canned Heat. A little bit of sitar at the end here, Joel, and then,
Never goes amiss.
you know.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on then.
Why are 1 in 3 men in London wearing narrowly striped multicoloured scarves? Have you noticed that?
Oh, I saw my...
Every single man in London is wearing a scarf with very thin multicoloured stripes tied like this in that sort of noose
Right.
fashion.
Are they black, black
Men?
scarves? Yeah.
Scarves? No, they're multicoloured.
Yeah, I know, but black with multicoloured stripes.
There's various different types, but the unifying factor is they all have very narrow multicoloured stripes.
Well, it's
And
a nice look,
so it's a
isn't it?
fashion, obviously,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the answer. But what you can't walk. I mean, someone out there listening is wearing one right now.
Yeah.
And surely you just every other Parsons,
All the Parsons are wearing
all
them.
the Parsons. They're very big with Parsons.
Bless
Everybody you pass in the street, all the Parsons you pass in the street are wearing
Parsons.
them.
That's what they should call them.
I forgot what I was saying. I'm delirious.
You've invented a new word. It's
I'm
brilliant.
so ill. But you know what I was getting at, though?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, what's the point? Everyone's wearing them.
Well, it's not. People,
Stop it.
The only people, it's utilitarian, isn't it? They're not just wearing scarves to make an individualistic fashion statement, are they? They just want to wrap
Why
up.
are they're wearing them to feel the same as everybody else.
They just want to keep their necks warm, you lunatic.
No, they're trying to be trendy. They've gone out and bought one of these. Where do you get them anyway? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to be perverse. Now, shall we launch Ditties in the Dock, or should we do that
Yes.
after the break? Let's do that right now. Are you going to go right the way through, then?
No.
Oh.
So, yes,
yeah,
Ditties in the
yeah,
Dock. This
yeah.
is the part of the show where you, the listeners, vote for what song we'll play out with. We get 5 voters on the show, on the telephone, on the lines. Everybody who calls in and gets on the air wins a prize, which will be an exciting DVD. And this week, the theme is illness, because both Adam and I are ill. You might have been able to tell by the slight low quality of the show.
We be illin'.
And so I'll start with mine. Mine is going to be,
Yeah.
funnily enough, Run DMC
With You Be Illin'.
You Be Illin'.
Well, it is the most classic Illin' track of all time.
Early hip-hop, from the days when rappers didn't actually have to do, proper rapping. So one of the lines in this song is, "Dinner, you ate it till there was nothing left. It was salty with butter, and it was death."
That's right.
You couldn't get away with that these days, but it's one of the most primitive raps you've ever heard, but it's brilliant.
It is
So I
very
want you
good.
to call 0871 222 1049 and vote for Run DMC with Illin. 0871 222 1049, or
I'm sure we had Illin' as the... in a previous Ditties in the Dock. It just occurred to me as well that Dakota Fanning was the answer to a previous competition we had as well, not so
Doesn't
long ago.
matter.
It was the Celebrity Regression.
no one listens regularly. Imagine they couldn't.
No, it's insanity. Yeah, you're quite right, sorry. My track that I want people to vote for this week, which is illness-based, is Achoo by Sparks. Now, I'm a big Sparks fan, and I know that there's a lot of Sparks fans that listen to this show, so I implore you Sparks fans, get on the phones now and vote for this classic slice of Ron and Russell Mael brilliance from the album Propaganda, I think it is. And it's just, as usual with Sparks, thematically, it's insane. it's basically a song that seems to be about plague being spread in olden times, which is not something that people really write pop songs about that often. But they managed to make it, may I say, infectiously catchy. And it's a brilliant song, you know, and I implore you to vote for the Mighty Sparks.
So it's Sparks versus Run DMC, Illin versus Achu for our flu-based Ditties in the Dock. The number again, 0871 222 1049. Everybody who gets on the air will win a copy of Last Days or Masters of Horror. So please, call now!
XFM. This is XFM.
XFM.
Love music. Love music. Love XFM.
Thank you very much. That's Orson here on the Adam and Joe radio programme with No Tomorrow.
I should have done Doctor Doctor by the Thompson Twins.
Why?
Alan from Elton was, because it's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, okay, this is in the dock.
Of
It's
course, yeah, sorry,
Sparks
I forgot.
versus Run DMC.
Sparks with Achu versus Run DMC with You Be Illin.
Yeah, it's a flu theme. We got Aza on the line. Hello, Aza.
Hi.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah, that's cool.
Good stuff. And what are your headlines, Aza? What's going down in your world today? What's on the front page of the Aza Times?
I'm taking some American cousins around London, so...
Oh, no.
I'm parked outside Tower of London at the moment.
Oh, you're going to go to Madame Tussauds?
No, I think Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
And we did Greenwich Observatory this morning, so...
What a day. Are they enjoying it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
What you should do, of course, Aza, is just take them to the cinema and get them to see Kid Alt. Because it kicks the door right off its hinges. That's what it says on the poster, anyway.
I think they're used to a bit more sort of popcorn kind of stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
So what are you voting for, Aza? Is it going to be Run DMC or is it going to be Sparks?
Yeah, Run DMC all the way.
Hey, well done. And what would you like, a copy of Gus Van Sant's Last Days or the Masters of Horror 2 DVD set?
The Gus Van Sant one, please.
Good choice. Thanks for calling, Aza.
Okay.
I hope you have a nice day with your Yankee Poodle friends and that they enjoy London. That's
Yankee
not rude, is it? Yankee
No,
Poodles?
I've just never heard the phrase Yankee Poodle
Yankee
before.
Poodle. Oh, we got... Sorry, Adam, you go for it.
Simon, I was going to say hello to Simon, that's all. How you doing, Simon?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. What are you up to this afternoon?
My girlfriend subjected me to going to IKEA, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, that's hell.
That's rough, man.
Don't do that. Which one are you going to?
The new, we've just come back from the new one at Edmonton.
Oh, dear.
You just came back?
Yeah, luckily.
What time did you set out this morning? 6 a.m?
Yeah, about 6:30, something like that.
Did you have any disgusting Swedish food?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Did you? Frankfurter. Did you have a Frankfurter?
Is that Swedish?
Herta Frankfurter.
Herta Ferta?
Anyway, Simon, what are you voting for? Run DMC or Sparks?
Sparks.
The
Sparks.
mighty Sparks.
What
the
are you
Sparkles.
doing?
Are you a Sparks fan, Simon?
I'm not really, but I've just recently heard a bit, and I think I might be becoming a fan.
They take a bit of getting used to, Sparks, but they are well worth the effort, I tell you. They're going to be playing in London Live fairly soon. Anyway, Simon, have a great weekend. Thanks for your call. Sorry to
Hey,
hear
we
about
didn't
the
ask
whole...
what prize he wants. Is it
Sorry,
Simon? Are you still
sorry.
there?
Yeah,
Do you want Last Days or Horace?
I'm going to go to the Last Days.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Very good. Okay, Rosie's on the line. Hello, Rosie.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Oh, all right, apart from cleaning the kitchen.
Cleaning the kitchen?
Yeah.
Really? What are you using?
Oh, all sorts.
You got any Sillet Bang
All
going
sorts?
I use
Shouldn't use all sorts.
Can't clean the floor with licorice.
No,
All
'cause
sorts.
they'll-
You stupid woman!
it'll
They'll
smear.
just make it messier.
Hi.
You'll just get smears on the vinyl. Why don't you use Sillet Bang?
Actually, I've got some of that.
Have you?
I'll-
Someone was telling me on Charlie Brooker's show the other day they had a sort of very angry...
We've talked about this. In
expert.
fact, I talked about this when you were ill last year, about the fact that it's all rubbish.
It's rubbish, yeah, you can
Yeah.
just dip it in, it's just a natural chemical reaction.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
dip it into...
Yeah.
Dip a coin into anything, more or less, and it'll it'll go all shiny.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
It
Anyway,
is true. Rosie, what are you going for? Is it Sparks or Run DMC?
Run DMC.
Yes.
Because I've been doing a lot of illing this winter.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's not fun, is it?
No.
No,
not at
it's
all.
so boring. Thank God for the Commonwealth Games. Nice vote. So that's 2-1
two
to
for
Cornish.
DMC. Well, Rosie, thank you very much for your call. Good luck with the
Hey,
kitchen.
what would you like, horror or rock stars dying?
I'll go for the horror.
The horror, sensible woman.
The horror.
Well done, thanks for calling.
I need another vote for the Sparkles, otherwise I'm out of the picture. Renata, are you there?
Yes.
Renata, what's the matter with you, woman?
I've been waiting, man. This is taking a long time.
Where are you from? What's that crazy accent you've got, Renata?
Okay, I'm Italian Greek from Africa and lived in America.
Whoa.
Well, settle down, woman. You know, choose somewhere, for God's sake.
Italian Greek, what the heck do you look like then?
I look like everyone else.
You look like everybody else. What do you do for a living, Renata?
I see them everywhere.
You see them everywhere.
Dead people.
Wow, we've got Hayley Joel Osment on the line. Renata, are you some kind of clairvoyant or fortune teller gypsy woman?
Just a gypsy woman.
Is that your multiple personalities laughing?
Yeah.
What was that film? Sylvia? Or what was that weird film with that multiple personality woman?
I
Old
know the one you
TV
mean.
movie. Yeah, what's that called? I can't remember. Anyway, I think that's who we got calling. Renata, what are you voting for? Is it Sparks or Run DMC?
Run DMC.
Oh, Cornish wins. I'm
Comes out of that
surprised.
picture.
And what would you like? Would you like Kurt Cobain popping his clogs or non-famous people popping their clogs? Ooh.
Both?
Ooh. Can you have both? You're a greedy piggy.
Could do. You could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Renata,
Yeah.
man. It's like getting the
Let's
woman
send
from The
Renata
Exorcist
both.
on the
I
phone.
think Renata deserves both. And very much hope you enjoyed those films. Renata, can you remember any of the Rum DMC song?
Not at all.
Not at all, okay. Well, listen, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks very much to everyone who phoned in this weekend. We really appreciate your continued support, especially considering the kind of level of competitions that we had going today.
Hey, don't be ashamed. I think it was fun. I think we took punnery to a whole new, strange level.
Yeah. Maybe we should leave the puns alone for a little while. Anyway, this is a great way to see out the show. I mean, I'm sad that I'm not playing Sparks, obviously, but this is...
You know what? I'm slightly sad that you're not playing Sparks.
Come on, this is a great one.
Yeah.
You be
Yeah.
illin'.
Yeah.
It was chicken. You ate it. And it was death. I like that line. That's good.
Thanks to everybody who texted, everybody who phoned. We'll be back between 1 and 3 next week. This has been Adam and Joe. We'll see you next week.
Love you, bye!
Yo, Jay. Wait. What?